Alright, we are back, and I'm going to be playing as Luffy. And
just because?
Yeah, it seems kind of appropriate to start the first video that way. And Matt is going to be playing as Zoro.
Yep, Luffy's first mate, and the only user in the series that has 3 swords, the Sentoryu fighting style.
Ah.
I will be dropping One Piece trivia like crazy during this playthrough, so get ready for that.
And I will know barely anything about it.
Yep. So, I just kind of thought that I don't have my coins set, so I have 80 seconds to show you guys how coins work.
Yeah, I have to set mine up too, I think. So yeah, I do. So
basically, you just want to do this as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Basically, these coins will upgrade certain stats, and that's about as fast as I can put that. Shit. And Dave has much better coins than I do, so...
Yeah.
But once again, I haven't been playing the game as much, because I got a little gem called Grand Theft Auto 5, so...
Yeah, it happens.
My coins are set.
My coins are almost set. I just have to,
Oh god, we got 7 seconds!
Okay, I'm about to go in with no defense.
I got mine ready. Whew.
Time has expired. The battle will begin.
Woo.
Okay, so I'm going in with no defense.
I barely got my skills intact in time.
But my attack and life are going to be ridiculous.
So yeah, there's no cutscenes here. But we're gonna be fighting the god Eneru here on Skypiea. But yeah, let's start. This is typical Dynasty Warriors gameplay, but with more emphasis on the combo system.
Now, because we're both high leveled for this point of the game, it's probably going to be way too easy for us at the moment.
Especially Dave, because he's in the 50s.
Luffy is 50.
Oh, still you're in the. I'm in the 30s. So yeah. But you can see here the Straw Hats were scattered once we arrived here on the island. So
now, if Matt looks at me, he can see that I'm glowing red. That's what's called hockey. And hockey basically sets me up to do kind of a super move. However, there's a little bar at the bottom where you can actually have an ally come in and do extra damage and stuff, and basically set back up to do combos with the character that you're actually using. And that we're going to be using those a lot because they're actually like pretty good to use. And you're going to want to level those kind of characters up pretty much as soon as you can.
Yep, and I'm trying to do as many different Zoro combos as humanly possible, but there's only so many. And so I'm going to show off my hockey real fast so you guys can actually see a lot of the things he was talking about, since he explained something that wasn't really on screen yet. Well, you can see my crew meter is now completely filled, and I just got knocked back. But before that goes down, I can hit circle, which will cue Zoro to do a super move, and Usopp will show up, and now I'll have a quick amount of time where I can just use Usopp. This is what we call a crew strike. These are like improved versions of a system they had in the first game, where you couldn't actually control the character. You just got to do a quick combo with it. So now I'm just gonna go back to playing as Zoro. And that's how hockey works. Now, in some characters' cases, like Luffy, Ace, Hancock, they have a special kind of hockey when they activate called the Conqueror's Hockey, which is a hockey that is only present in I think, every million humans on the planet. And it basically means you have a very strong will, and you can use your actual will to knock out others by overcoming their will. And that's what some of the characters do when Luffy and those characters activate. They just kind of like get dazed, and that's Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah, and what you just saw, that little scene with the lightning coming down, that has to do with the guy we're fighting, Eneru, who basically specializes in lightning powers.
He is
and,
lightning.
Yeah, and he's basically just summoning lightning down to kill us, but it's not going to work because he's a loser.
Yep. And quick little One Piece thing here about the abilities. There are three different kinds of devil fruits. Now, not everyone has a devil fruit. That should also be noted pretty early on. Like, Zoro doesn't have a devil fruit. Most of the Straw Hats don't have devil fruits. The ones that do were Luffy, Chopper, Robin, and Brook. But different devil fruits do different things, and they could literally be just about anything. But the three main types are Paramecia, which is like Luffy's, which are like kind of like weird things, but you're like tangible, like rubber and poison and things like that. And then there's Zoan types, which are all animal based. So like Chopper has the human fruit. There are characters that have leopard fruits and wolf fruits and giraffe fruits, which we'll encounter those later in this game. Then there are characters like Eneru, who are called Logia types, and basically they become some form of an element.
And in this game, how that works is they also become invincible to anything other than other people who are in the Haki state.
Which is actually tribute to One Piece canon, which because when a Logia user has their intangibility on, they really cannot be touched by anything besides their natural weakness or Haki. Most elements have a natural weakness, and some elements even have like a pecking order to them. Like there's a character who uses magma, and there's a character who uses fire. Well, the character that uses magma is stronger and overrides the ability of the one that uses fire.
Which makes sense in a way.
In a way. I mean, people like to argue that a lot, but it's not really based off actual science, more so than the science of the world that One Piece is in. So I think people take that a bit too far in their judgment. Like, there's an obvious power scaling to devil fruits.
And I'm just going to tell you guys, we do have some of our own favorite characters in this game, and we will be using them later.
Oh yeah.
Even if the story mode really doesn't make good for that. I guess we can also go over special attacks.
I've already started using mine, but just like in basically every Musou game, you get a special attack bar, and in this case, you get level 1s and level 2s. By the time you're level 50, you'll have 4 whole little bars, and that means you can use either 4 level 1s or 2 level 2s. Some characters have incredibly broken level 1s and level 2s. And you'll see that later, probably in the next video, because I plan on using a character that I adore in the next one.
Same.
But basically, this game was just honestly a love letter to One Piece fans, and you know what? Even for guys like Dave who aren't One Piece fans, it's still incredibly enjoyable.
Oh, absolutely!
It's fun, so gameplay.
I had a blast with this game. You know, I watched One Piece a couple times a couple years ago, and what I did see, I did enjoy, but I never really had the chance to watch it in its entirety to know the series like he does, and I haven't read the manga, so I don't know everything like he does. But from what I've played from this, it would definitely make me reconsider, you know, rewatching it and stuff like that. You know, so there's definitely merit to this game if you aren't a One Piece fan.
Yep, and now we have a cutscene here, which I'm glad is in the game, but the boss has appeared. This is Eneru, who is, before you even say anything, he is directly based off Eminem. It is a fact. Oda likes to do things like that.
Yeah, he also reminds me of Thouser from Fist of the North Star.
Yes.
Kind of in his demeanor. And look, honestly, the whole blonde hair thing.
Alright, here we go. We're about to fight our first boss. And now you can see he's activated his hockey mode. You can see that if I wasn't in hockey mode, he would be completely intangible. There wouldn't be a damn thing I could do to him.
The only exception to that, though, being special moves. Special moves do hurt the ball, do hurt Logias.
Yes, they do. And Eneru's dead.
No, he's still no. Now he's dead. Now, are we going to get the cutscene that actually shows him losing?
I think we might, because it's loading instead of just going straight to the end. So, yay!
Yeah, the only cutscenes we're not going to get are the actual, like,
the
interlude cutscenes.
Yes. Which is fine, because those aren't really that important. They just tell you where they're going next. But yeah, this is kind of similar to how this fight ends in the anime and manga, and I'll explain that fully after the cutscene's over.
That's actually kind of funny. That face. That is one thing I will say about the art direction in One Piece. It leaves a lot of room for characters to make some of the most hilarious faces.
Oh yes, that face of Eneru is actually quite famous in the online community. There's actually another character in One Piece who makes a face just like that. Which we haven't seen her yet though. And that is Eneru's strongest form right there, Amaru. And it's basically, in the anime and manga, Eneru literally beats everyone but Luffy. Like, he just instantly KOs them. Zoro, Robin, they all lose instantly.
Alright, so we have our score screen here, our evaluation.
Yes.
I did kind of terrible on the kills, because I only got 517 kills.
I only got 814, but it's only because they don't give us more enemies online. We get the same amount, but it gets divided amongst 2 people.
Yeah, but from damage received, though, I only had 7 damage.
I had 37. I think I took that Eneru, too.
Yeah, I got an S rank on that, and we both got an S rank on time.
Yep. So that's the first level of Pirate Warriors 2, but before we exit out here, one last piece of One Piece trivia. In the One Piece anime, Luffy does beat Eneru with Gum Gum Golden Rifle. One thing that should be noted, this happened way before the time skip. They're all in the time skip outfits in this game. And he actually does not just send them flying into the sky. He actually hits them so hard, he sends them flying back into a giant golden bell from the ancient city that was. There's a whole like background to Skypiea, which ancient civilizations and all that, and you should really just go read that part for yourself. But he only KOs Eneru by smacking him straight into the bell, making it ring, and breaking the bell. That's how Eneru is actually defeated.
Nice. And with that, that's going to end this part of Pirate Warriors 2. Until next time, take care.